Oh, don't you love those epic love confessions? Well, me too. But what about the moments before that? The subtle hints, the unspoken desires, the emotional groundwork laid long before any aishiteru is whispered. Well, today we're diving deep into the art of implied affection with 3 ways anime characters imply they're falling in love, but without ever saying those magic words. Let's go!
こぼれた身でこういうのはと思うんですけど、かっこよかったです、凛太郎くん。ありがとうございました。
かっこ。初めて言われた。
We just saw Rintaro talking to Kaoruko on the phone about what happened earlier that day, and she ends up telling him that it was really cool. And as soon as Rintaro hears those words, it completely melts away. He's basically having a wet dream while still being awake. Granted, this was most likely the first time he ever talked to a girl over the phone, and he always struggled with his intimidating looks. But he's a 6'3" dude with piercings and he goes to school for thugs. So this is the proof that these are some very special words.
今までクラスの人がまともに話しかけてくるなんてなかったから嬉しかったですけど。
最近オカルンかっこいいからじゃね。
え、本当ですか？
うん。
やった。
Now we've got another moment where Okarun is surprised to receive attention from other people. And Momo explains to him that it's because now he's cool. And as you can see, Okarun has the same reaction as Rintaro. But what's interesting here is that we're able to see Momo's reaction to her own words. When you look at her, she's turned away from Okarun. She cannot even look him in the eyes after saying that, as if she just confessed her feelings to him, when she just complimented him. So, in anime, when a girl tells a guy he's cool, it's basically as if she's telling him, you're the best man on the planet. So, great job, Okarun and Rintaro, because you guys are cool.
ありがとうございます。北川さん。それは。
In this scene, Marin teases Gojo with a poke stick by telling him he can have one if he's willing to take it from her mouth with his own mouth. Obviously, good old Gojo is completely frazzled and doesn't know how to react, but Marin still keeps getting closer and closer to him to the point where we can see both their faces from up close in the same frame. But at the last minute, Marin backs up and drops a good old Nantene, or just kidding in English. At this point in the story, we know that Marin is completely in love with Gojo, and she's showing it by being very proactive. So we know that she's not kidding, but Gojo has absolutely no clue and he's actually pretty confused. He's like, oh, why she's doing this to me? So hopefully our friend Gojo grows some balls in season 3 so our 2 lovebirds can finally end up being together. And we're almost done with our list. But before we get to the last one, and since we're talking about love, if you're enjoying this video, how about showing me some love by dropping a like, comment, or even hitting the subscribe button? I would really appreciate it, and if you do, I will aishiteru forever.
なんかね、この時間は俺だけのものだって思うし。
This moment of Horimiya Season 1 is the embodiment of what Baka represents when used by a female character in anime. Here, Hori is flustered by Izumi after he admits enjoying spending time with her and getting to know a different side of her personality. Hori's response to that is to call him a baka, or dummy in English. I feel like I've seen that scene 1000 times. And maybe I did. It's true that every time it comes with a slightly different flavor and context, but in the end, it's always the same setup. 1. The male protagonist does or says something that affects the female protagonist. 2. The girl starts blushing and gets agitated. 3. The girl overreacts. 4. The guy ends up confused, not knowing what to do. When baka is used like that in a show, I always think to myself, here we go, something's going to happen between these two. It's like that rock that has a different color in Dragon Ball Z. You always know which one's going to blow up. And there you have it. 3 ways not to say I love you in anime. Let me know which one's your favorite in the comments below. This was Otakun. Arigato for watching, and matane!